everyone to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast YouTube channel. I am your host, always ready, Matt Cordona, aka the $1,000 Broski, aka the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting. Today, we're gonna do a little unboxing. We were supposed to do this a long time ago at Live 6, but EC3, he invaded. He was an advertised, well, not advertised, he was an unadvertised guest. He was a surprise guest, if you will, and then he kind of went off the rails, kind of went into business for himself.
The secret lies are confusing the enemy so they cannot fathom your true intent. Matthew, I wasn't there for business. I was there with purpose.
Full disclosure, we were going to unbox these at the show, kind of like a incarnation of domination, review the figures.
What is there to review, Matthew? An action figure is a human's likeness, created out of toxic plastic, made in China. What intrigues me is what is behind the likeness. What intrigues me is what's truly behind you.
I remember EC3 from OVW. I believe he was unsigned at the time, and he was such a douche. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, who's this douche in the gym? I would see him at the gym. I think it was like Louisville Athletic Club. Yeah, the LAC. And I always thought, this guy's a real douche.
The perception of me as a douche is accurate because, as you mentioned, I was unsigned. I was paying to be there, paying to have an opportunity, while you were paid. Watching the complacency of developmental talent in that gym did drive me, and there was resentment. There was resentment because as I watched you guys pump up your biceps with preacher curls and doing chest flies, I was working every day to be better. In between double shifts of waiting tables at the Cheesecake Factory, there I was, squatting the house, deadlifting the world, pushing myself to be the absolute best, and you and so many others were complacent. If I knew complacency would have been rewarded like it is today, hell, maybe I would have been WWE champion. Honestly, Matt, I'm surprised you weren't.
I remember he had like some shitty match. I'm sure it was shitty because he was involved, but it was a shitty match. And then he walks through the curtain like, follow that, or something like that. Like a real asshole, douchish. Take a shot. Douchish. Is douchish a word?
That's how you do TV. That is what I said. And the only mistake I made, despite making so many enemies, is that it was self-deprecation. I made a joke at my own expense, and self-deprecation, as humor, is a crutch for a lack of confidence. A lack of confidence I do not have now. Yes, I was chosen to enhance somebody. Yes, it was a shitty match. But what I learned from that, I'm a survivor. And nobody will remember my opponent's name. But everybody will remember mine.
But then we became friends. He was Tout Man on Z Trilog Island Story. We're buds. But like I said, that's why we invited him to Jimmy Seafood to be on the show. Because all his stuff, the narrative, all that stuff. What's the thing he says? Control your narrative. You're warned. You've been warned. It's good stuff. It's riveting. So that's why we wanted him on the show. Big Pop.
You were welcoming to me, Matt, and we were friends. If so much hasn't changed and I still craved human connection, we probably would be friends. Friendships control you. And the narrative isn't just riveting. The narrative is real.
He left WWE the first time and he went to TNA and became EC3. I was so proud of him because I knew this guy had talent, charisma, and all he needed was an opportunity. He made the most of it, just like I do. And then he came back. I was very, very pumped for him to come back.
The feeling of respect is mutual, Matthew. Because you didn't make the most out of opportunities. You made opportunities. When nobody would give you the time of day or a chance, you created yourself out of nothing. You revolutionized social media. You had people chanting your name from town to town, all the way to Madison Square Garden. When the company tried to stop them, They didn't. You made must-see television out of an internet show, and when the company tried to stop you, you didn't. You had genuine moments of true emotion. When you won the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania, you hugged your father, and we felt that. When you won the tag team championships with your best friend in your hometown, we felt that. But in the most trying time in human history, when there is chaos, trauma, a worldwide pandemic, and that company fires you, you do nothing. Nothing. Matthew, you're capable of so much more.
Front says EC3. It's missing the last time in it's missing the last time in the line sticker. Sorry, bro.
Never apologize for speaking the truth.
If you're in WWE for a cup of coffee like he was, and you get two of these great figures, I'd be pretty happy. You know, it's better than not getting any figures, right? Certainly, there was no Tout Man figure, Derek Bateman. There was no EC3 TNA figure. So to get two EC3 figures and both be pretty cool, that's something to be happy about. And I saw a video where he's like burning his own figure. He burned one of my figures, which I don't give a fuck about, but he burns his own. Like, dude, come on. Like, you got two figures.
Happy. I should be happy. Happy that I'm immortalized in action figure format at the expense of my body, my mind, and my soul. No, Matthew, that doesn't make me happy. The question is, are you happy? Is happiness your dog, your pool, your memorabilia, your toys? Is happiness your fiancé? Are you happy being a 30-something-year-old boy leading an army of adolescent man-children in a permanent state of arrested development? Matthew, that is not happiness. That is gluttony. No. What makes you happy, it's deep inside of you. It is hidden. It is sinister. It is dangerous. It is real. And what makes me happy is finding out what that is. Matthew, you've been warned.